If 2026 is your target year, now is the time to prepare your credit, finances, and strategy.
Doorvana Talks. Unlock the key, unlock your dreams.
So you want to buy a home in 2026? Well, you've come to the right place. We're about to lay out the exact roadmap you need, breaking down the steps you should be taking right now to make that dream happen. Let's dive in. Okay, let's be real. Is 2026 the year for you? Maybe you're picturing that first place to call your own, or maybe you need more room for a growing family. Whatever it is, the dream is the fun part. But you know what turns that dream into a set of keys? Preparation. And that's where this piece of wisdom from our source material really hits home. Getting a house isn't about luck, it's all about strategy. Seriously, the things you do now are what will decide whether you're successful later. This is your head start, right here. To make this whole thing feel less overwhelming, we've broken the entire journey down into just 3 key stops. First, we're going to get crystal clear on the real estate market. Second, we'll simplify the whole world of mortgages. And third, we're going to build that rock-solid credit confidence. All right, our first stop is all about understanding the playing field. This is where you stop seeing the market as this big, confusing mess and start seeing it as a map full of opportunities. So before we even talk strategy, let's talk about the common traps people fall into. Things like totally misunderstanding a builder incentive that could have saved them thousands, or completely overlooking a neighborhood that's about to become the next hotspot. Avoiding these mistakes alone puts you way, way ahead of the game. So here's the bottom line. Knowledge is what turns you from just another person looking at houses into a savvy, strategic buyer. When you can spot the trends and see where the real value is, you're not just buying a house, you're making a brilliant investment. Okay, let's roll into stop number 2. We're diving into the financial heart of this whole thing, the mortgage. I know, this can feel like the scariest part for a lot of people, but trust me, it doesn't have to be. You hear these letters thrown around all the time, right? FHA, VA, conventional. It sounds like a bowl of alphabet soup, but figuring out the basics is absolutely crucial to picking the right loan for you. Okay, this chart makes it super simple. Think of an FHA loan as a fantastic option if your credit score is still a work in progress or you have a smaller down payment. A VA loan, that's an amazing, hard-earned benefit for our service members, often letting you get into a home with 0 down. And a conventional loan is usually the go-to for buyers with really strong credit. It's not about which one's best, it's about which one's best for you. Now here's another term you absolutely have to know, DTI. All it is, really, is a lender's way of looking at your finances. They look at how much money you bring in each month versus how much you have to pay out for debts. Keeping that DTI number low just sends a loud, clear signal that you can easily handle another monthly payment. And hey, don't forget this little gem. That old idea that you absolutely need 20% for a down payment? That's mostly a myth these days. There are so many programs out there designed to help with down payments and closing costs. You just have to know to ask about them. All right, time for our third and final stop, your credit. Look, if the mortgage is the engine of the car, your credit score is the key that starts it. This is without a doubt the foundation of your entire home buying power. I absolutely love this metaphor from the source because it's so true. You can find the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood and know exactly which loan you want. But if your credit isn't solid, that door to home ownership is going to stay locked. So how do we build that key? Here are 4 super powerful moves. 1, check your credit report for errors and dispute them. You'd be shocked how often they pop up. 2, have a healthy mix of credit. 3, and this one is non-negotiable, pay your bills on time. All the time. And 4, this one's huge. Keep your credit card balances low. Try not to use more than 30% of your available limit. It just shows lenders you're responsible. These 4 things can make a massive difference. And that's the real goal here, right? It's about changing the whole feeling of the process. It's about going from being nervous and uncertain to walking into a lender's office with your head held high, completely confident because you know you're ready. So we've hit all our stops. The market, the mortgage, and your credit. Now, let's bring it all home and talk about the destination, having a real, concrete action plan that you can start using today. So think about what you have now. This isn't just a bunch of random information. You have a clear strategy. You've got a roadmap, you have the confidence to talk to the pros, and you have the knowledge to spot those opportunities others might miss. And look, if you take only one thing away from all of this, let it be this.
That amazing feeling you get at the closing table, that moment doesn't just happen. It's earned months and sometimes even years in advance with smart, focused preparation.
So now the ball is in your court. You have the map, you know all the stops along the way, you can see the destination. The only real question left is, what's your first step going to be?
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Thinking about upgrading, investing, or making the move to the Houston area? Then listen, the time to prepare is not next year. It's now. Join us for Doorvana Talks, a powerful real estate masterclass happening Saturday, November 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. CST, live on Zoom. This is your chance to get the clarity, confidence, and guidance you need before the 2026 buying season begins.